Creighton with Blanchard Power Systems Rental. Today we're going to be going over an XQ425 on what you need to check out before you start it. Craig's laughing in the background. So first thing that we do is we check the oil level. Dipstick's actually found right here in this front door next to your fuel water separator and your other fuel filters. So we're going to check, make sure the oil level's full right there. On the other side, we're going to find the coolant sight glass that you're supposed to be looking at. So this coolant sight glass is actually located right here. Just make sure that it is actually full with coolant. So it'll be, the whole sight glass will actually be red. So that's the second thing that we check. The third thing that we check is the fuel level. So on this back door you have the def tank, and then you have your fuel fill neck for your fuel tank, and then you have your manual fuel level gauge right here. So if you're putting fuel in, you're going to put it in right here. If you're putting def in, you're going to put it in right here, okay? After that, you're pretty much ready to start the unit. But before you do start the unit, if this unit is going to be used for a standby application, your two inputs are going to be right here. So if you're wanting to put supply power to your jacket water heater, it's going to go right here. It's 120 volt and it's going to be 30 amps. If you're wanting to do it for the battery charger, it's going to be 120 volt. That's usually a 30 amp plug. Also, your remote start is going to be right here. So you're going to hook up your cables off your bus bar. So it's going to be L1, L2, L3, neutral, ground. You do have a bonded neutral to ground. And then we usually send them out with these cam lock tails for you to hook up your connection. So after that, you're going to come over to this side. This is your main battery disconnect. Turn it clockwise. Come over here. You should have an alarm go off because it won't be in auto. So we're going to step up here. So to silence my alarm, I'm just going to hit this button. So it's the only alarm that's active right now is control switch, not in auto. That's because it's in stop mode. So before we do start this unit, we're going to hit this engine button, and then you'll see these four pretty much spots on the bottom. The bottom right side says fuel. You're going to hit this F4 button. So this would be showing you the fuel level. You're kind of going to want to match it or see if it's semi-accurate to that manual gauge that's over there on the right side that we just looked at. Then after that, you're going to want to look at your def level. So you're going to hit this right arrow button, and you're going to hit this F2 for after treatment. And this will show you my SCR tank level. So that's my def tank. And we're actually at 100% right now. So after this, you should be ready to start it. So what you would do is whenever you wanted to start this unit, you're going to hit run, and it'll go up to 1800 RPM. You're going to hit AC, and then you should be able to see that it'll be 480 or whatever you wanted this unit to be preset at. So if you wanted it at a different voltage, we can have it at a different voltage for you. And then you'll see it at 60 hertz. Then at that point, you're good to hit the red button. This is my breaker control. Green's going to be to open, red's going to be to close. You'll hit the red button. It's usually like about a half a second to a full second delay, and you'll have your breaker will actually close. Then you'll be supplying power to whatever you need to be supplying power to. But yeah, that's pretty much how you get this thing started. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and then also we needed to note whenever you're running this unit, after you open your breaker, this unit will go into a cool down. So if this thing is in run mode and I hit the stop button, it will show where it's saying stopped right here. It will show a cooldown, and it'll have a 5-minute timer, and it'll actually count down the entire time. But pretty much we recommend you don't hit this e-stop. And we can't emphasize that enough.
Unless it's not.
Yeah, unless it's an emergency. So, but yeah, that's about it. Thank you.